Picture this. You walk into the campus structural lab on your first week. Walls of exposed steel, long beams hung like musical instruments, a model bridge trembling under testing weight. You think you came for concrete and calculus, but the machines hum and the room smells like possibility. And suddenly, your pulse skips. If anything, your body just sent you a message. And structural engineering is the perfect language to read it. Meet Alex, a freshman, curious, carrying a notebook filled with bridge sketches and campus maps. Alex touches a cool I-beam and thinks about strength. Then Alex meets Sam in the lab. Another student, he talks about resonance and rhythm, and a spark of curiosity flickered. Not the kind you solve with equations, but the kind that makes you want to study the anatomy of your own interest. Let's build that bridge together. Start with foundations. In a building, foundations transfer loads safely into the ground. In arousal, foundations are trust, sleep, nutrition, and mood. If your foundation is cracked, tiredness, stress, insecurity, even the most brilliant stimulus can tilt. Think of sleep as the concrete that keeps everything stable. Want to test it? Notice how late nights and exams make emotional and physical responses stiffer, less flexible. Foundations matter. Now imagine beams and columns, load-bearing parts that bend under pressure, but return to shape if allowed. Your nervous system is that structure. The autonomic nervous system has two main parts. The sympathetic system, the engine that revs up, attention and ready. And the parasympathetic, the brakes that allow relaxation and connect. For many people, arousal happens when the right mix of engine and brakes are engaged. Too much engine and anxiety shakes the beam until it creaks. Too much brake and nothing moves. Engineers tune damping to prevent ugly oscillations. You can learn to tune your own damping with breathing and cues that say you are safe. Think about resonance. Every structure has a natural frequency where tiny pushes make huge swings. And relationships and sexual excitement. Resonance is that magical sync, eye contact, timing, shared humor, where small gestures amplify feeling. When two people find a shared rhythm, their responses can swell like a well-tuned heart. But beware resonance of the wrong kind. Old wounds, comparison, or pressure can set up destructive vibes. Retrofit your interactions with clear consent and curiosity so your resonance is creative, not catastrophic. Material science gives us another playground. Some materials are brittle, some are ductile, and fatigue after repeated loading. People's arousal profiles are like materials. Some respond quickly to certain cues. Others need slow, sustained loading. Repeated stress without recovery causes fatigue, emotional burnout, or lowered desire. The lesson: periods of rest and repair are not failure, they're maintenance. Lubrication and engineering prevents friction. In bodies, lubrication and arousal are real biological processes. Learning about what your body needs. Hydration, what does it look like? Time, foreplay, touch that feels good is like learning what oil keeps your joints turning. Sensors and feedback loops. Think strain gauges on a bridge are like erogenous zones and attention. Not every sensor fires the same way in every person. A helpful experiment is gentle exploration. Map your own sensors. Know what feels safe and pleasurable, and communicate those maps with partners. Engineers label diagrams so maintenance is easy. Label your preferences before you need them in the moment. Consent is the handbook everyone should carry. There's also structural redundancy. Multiple systems back each other up, so a failure in one doesn't collapse the whole. In sexuality, redundancy looks like developing emotional intimacy. Physical skills, communication, imagination, and healthcare access. If one thing dims, others keep you connected. Carry backup plans, honest words, contraception, clinic, and patience. Safety factors matter. Engineers design with margins. You don't build a bridge that barely holds its load. With arousal, don't gamble on ambiguity. Build big safety factors with consent check. Clear boundaries and sober, thoughtful planning when needed. Retrofits after mistakes, apologies. Learning, therapy, strengthen the structure for the future. Finally, be fascinated by the blueprint. Curiosity is the drafting table where you sketch new experiments. Read about sexual physiology, go to workshops, visit the health center, ask professors or counselors, and talk openly with trusted peers. Explore your body's responses like an engineer testing a prototype. Observe, record, adjust, keep it playful, keep it kind. Alex and Sam ended the night not with a blueprint for one perfect moment, but with plans for many small experiments. A shared playlist to find rhythm, a slow walk to test comfort. Honest notes on what felt good, and nights of proper sleep to maintain. Their bridge didn't collapse, it learned, flexed, and strengthened. So next time you pass the lab with its beams and sensors, remember your body is a sophisticated structure. Treat it with curiosity, respect, and the same scientific joy you'd give a beautiful bridge. Study the maps, test with care, retrofit where needed, and design experiences that hold up under real life. Who knew engineering could be so intimate?